Hello and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to find out what's happening with you this week. We have some tarot cards. We're using the Manga Tarot today. We're also using some divination dice. We're using Oracle cards. We're also using my new Whimsical Oracle, which is exciting. So we're going to use those. We're also going to use some pins and a sprinkle of charms. So lots of good stuff coming up ahead. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everybody who subscribed and liked the videos and just wrote a comment. I truly appreciate that. As always, please remember, if there's any particular reading you want me to do, just comment down below and I will do my best to do it. I always like new ideas. All right, so let's get into this. So let's take a deep breath in, close our eyes, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile drew you to it. Okay, let's do this. Hello, Group 1. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. Alright, so you choose this beautiful little pink llama. Love it. Okay, so we'll leave these oracle cards for just a bit. Drop the llama. Alright, so we want to first go look at what the energy of the week is, and that is the goddess of the moon. So like I do, I like to read to you what it's about so that you can read the affirmation, because I love the affirmation. Okay, so this card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get the intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, stock investment, or spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration that this brings. The affirmation for it is, I have a strong intuitive voice. I freely receive guidance and I understand and trust the message I receive. Really cool. And it's also even cooler because on Tuesday, there's actually a new moon, so I think that's definitely has something to do with this. All right, let's find out what's happening during your week in terms of tarot. All right, so okay, that one wanted to come out. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay, that's really good. So that's like a lot of fast moving motion, like moving forward, a lot of energy moving forward is what it's telling me. We have three of Swords on Tuesday, so that's feeling like you're feeling a bit depressed here, a little bit like heartbroken. 5 of Spears on Wednesday. We have this energy of like competition, where you kind of have to battle, and then you just kind of feel like there's so much kind of going in your way, but there is a victory there too. Okay, that makes sense. So you're gonna have, on Thursday, you're gonna feel kind of tired, because there's this like fast moving energy. I think this week there's a lot of fast moving energy. So on Thursday, you're gonna need to rest up a little bit. All right, let's see what happens on Friday. Oh, 2 things are happening on Friday. We have the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Oh, that's interesting, because we have the 5 of Cups, again, there's like victory, but there's victories and that require like you to overcome a lot of obstacles, and they're kind of like victories that are not like, that make you feel a little sad, because like by winning you kind of separate from others, like maybe others don't take it so well. So here we also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, again, is like, it might be a message of love along on Thursday here. So there is like this, yeah, so it's like a message of love, message of like something that is meant to uplift you a lot. it's like fulfilling something that you've wanted. Though here he's a little sad, so I'm just wondering why that is. But I think it's, again, though here you're receiving this love, but there is something that where I think maybe you have been a little bit competitive towards something, but you do get that victory. It's just not as exciting as you thought it would be. It's interesting that we have two cards on Friday, right? That's right, Friday. Okay, so that makes sense. All right, let's see what happens on Saturday. Okay, Saturday we have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, that's the feeling of like trying to hold on to things. I always think about it, even though it's like it's a sort of like fear and trying to control things. So you're trying to hold on to what you have because you're afraid of if you let go there you're going to lose something. It's an interesting feeling after these two. So I feel like you had to really, you've been having to strive towards achieving some sort of like victory, some sort of victory that you've been wanting. So there's a lot of effort. Sorry, that's the blue jay. Saying that he's hungry. So this is like having had to go through that challenge and that victory. You kind of are trying to just hold on to whatever it is that you gain from it. So interesting. All right, so let's see what Sunday brings to us. Okay, sorry, these guys are a bit slippery. Oh, we have another two. Okay, so we have death and the sun. Okay, so on Sunday we have again a new beginning, which makes sense. On Sunday would be a new beginning, so a new beginning, but also like a fulfillment, like feeling fulfilled. This is really an interesting thing because there is so much there's so much like happening. It's like, whoa, you have an action-packed week is what I want to say. So yes, you definitely do need a little bit of rest here. Just because there's so much, I feel like you go through. It's like if you were doing this in a month, I would be like, wow, but this is like in a week, so a lot happens in this week. So we start again, like just fast-moving energy, feeling a bit sad. I feel like down, like brokenhearted here on Tuesday. On Wednesday weekend, you have like you've been having, especially like these fives are very important. There's like a challenge there. It's like learning through, like you're learning, right? And you're being victorious, but it's through not like books, but it's through challenges, through overcoming obstacles. That's how you're learning right now. And here we have like on Thursday, resting is really important. On Friday, we have again that yes, you do have a victory, but it's like it's a victory that costs you something. Might cost you. Feels like it costs you to me. Like, well, there is this message of like yes, a message of a love is coming in here too, or like a potential suitor, but. It also seems to me like this is costing you a part of who you are. Like the victory is costing you this part of who you are, and that's interesting too. So we have on Saturday again. You're after having struggle for your victories, you're trying to hold on to things. Lots of control here. And then on Sunday, though, I think you release it all because you have this, like, I don't know why, but it's like these are two major arcanas. So these are like, basically, they kind of overpower whatever here is. So Sunday, we have a new beginning. Like something happens that it ends, right? So we have an ending and we have a fulfillment. So we have that. Those are really like really important because this is like really cool. It's like it's a really cool reading. So we have so here I'm using the tea leaf fortune cards because it's just so specific, and I know that some of like I don't know if it has for everybody, but I do think that it's important for some of you at least. Happiness is important, and happiness, that's good. I do really, because there is that happiness on Sunday. There is this happiness. I think it's like this ending of this struggle is ending on Sunday, and it's really interesting because I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And you have lighthearted and carefree every time. So again, that's very much here. I feel it so much on Sunday. And since these are your like major arcana, even though there's this thing, this is like what I would say is like we do have the moon energy, so lots of intuition is involved in here, and maybe the intuition is going to help you a lot with this breaking free of something, because it's like this death is like cutting away things that are not like that are binding you. And we see this because here even though that's the moon, it kind of has this like sun like quality, and we have the sun here again, fulfillment. So yeah, so throughout this stuff, major importance is your intuition is going to really help you guide you through this. So yes, lighthearted and carefree time. This is the type of like energy, the love energy is a bit of separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So there might be, that's why you might have the Three of Swords, because there is some sort of separation. If you're not with somebody, so maybe some separation from somebody you love. Doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic one, although this is the romantic energy. And I'm going to be using today we're going to use the Whimsical Oracle, which is I created. And so we have this one, which is positive. So like, even through everything, the most important thing I would say is like having a positive outlook on this. That's really what's going to get you this fulfillment that you want. There's always like a positive energy throughout all of this, right? There is like, that's the most important thing, to just have your like your little positive sunglasses on, especially too with fire, with love, and being concerned with love. And here we have on fire. It's another part of it. So on fire is like you really are on a roll. Like there is a lot of like you're doing a lot, just because I'm like, just even with starting off your week with the Eight of Wands, there's just so much going on and you are succeeding. There is a lot of success happening. I really want to say like, the thing is that just stay grounded in terms of like what it is that you want. Like in terms of what you're doing everything for, like that's really important for you. Okay, so let's do the divination dice. Oh. Yeah, it's because I want, okay, no, okay, yeah, this guy wanted to stay stuck there, but we're gonna okay, so we have V, which is an important letter. We have K, we have B, we have Q, we have Z, which is an interesting thing. October is important. So spring. Ooh, so spring. But I think so the season of spring to me is like, yes, you're still like planting seeds. Yeah. So here we have love, and there is love here, so that is important. There's just either like an imbalance of love or a beginning love. So yeah, so it's like not fully up to where it needs, like, you know, full grown, but it's like still in the developing stages. And again, the plant here goes along with spring. Yeah, it's like right now is your time to like, this week is like working on like the planting, not the harvesting, like putting seeds, working on towards the dreams that you have. Scorpio and Aquarius are important. I keep moving them. We have April is also important. October could also be with the Scorpio. Aries is important too. Animals, like spending time with animals is good. Doing art stuff will also help. If you have a question that's been on your mind, that yes, the answer is yes, but it will take time. Number one is important. And here we have our little weather forecast. So rain. So there is like, there is like little hiccups along the way, like rain is coming, but it's also like what it's doing, it's actually helping you, whatever it's happening, it's helping you grow, grow in all sorts of manners. So now we're gonna do the pins, and then we do the charms. I separate them because they're like totally different. Okay, so we have the little kid, and okay, this guy went slightly bitter. So these two pins are, so to me, it's always like here, just kind of looking out into the world. And I think that's kind of having this, always, whenever I get the little girl, I always think that it's a reminder to look at, again, with this positive energy, to look at the world through the eyes of a kid, like a child, with a sense of wonder. You know, like they see everything as magical. That's really ties really well with my like little oracle that I created, because that was what I thought was really important. So, like, look at it through the eyes of a kid. Like, look at everything. And I also feel like that's part of your intuition. Your intuition also kind of reminds you of that, because we kind of forget, we get stuck on what we see as quote, like, you know, what's happening now, but like there's things that we're always missing and slightly bitter. So yeah, that actually is like the victories are a bit slightly bitter, but don't let them be that way like all the time, just because they're just so hard fought that I think you might be a little bit slightly, like, they might not be as sweet as you thought they would be, but that's okay. You're still like growing, you're still happening, good stuff is happening. All right, let's get the charm. Okay, we have quite a few charms. Let's see what we have. We definitely, right off the bat, I could see that we have death. So there is that transformation. Like, there's a transformation. There is like this ending happening. Ooh. We have horse. Again, this energy of like, this 8 of Wands energy is right there. Fairies. See, like, whenever I see the fairy, I also think of like that like childhood wonder. We have the wing. So it's like you are being watched over. It also feels like to me, or whenever I do that, it's like you're not all the way to taking flight, but you're so close to beginning to it. But definitely being watched over is important. Music is important as well. Lately, I've been like having this thing. It's like music has been really important, and I think it's not just it's like, you know, when you kind of sing, it just like really, I don't know, releases something in you. Like, no matter what song is like sad, and you just kind of go with it. So I don't know. I really want to say, try to listen to uplifting music. There's a sense of peace that's coming. Again, you are being watched over. You are being guarded from any kind of negative influences. And we have the piece of the puzzle. So it's not, the puzzle hasn't been solved. There's still, but you have the pieces with you. Here we have be. So just be. Yeah, I feel like don't try to control things so much and just allow yourself to be. We have the little Eiffel Tower. So there is like, and there is this like sense of romance and stuff. But for me, it's always like you're trying to climb to the top, and you are succeeding to it. But again, very important to understand why it is that you want that, and be aware of like, don't sacrifice yourself for getting to the top, because you don't have to do that. You can still get to the top without having to struggle as much, you know, like, yeah, I feel like that's important for you. All right, so this week's, we have to make a meal. That's important. That's your little self-care for the week. Self-care for the week is make a meal. Oh, I love that. Especially like, look how yummy that looks. All those vegetables. Okay, so I think that is it for you, group 1. I just really important. Oh yeah, so like the moon is an important thing. I'm gonna have a new moon video that should be coming up on Tuesday, because that's when the new moon's happening. So check that out if you want. And just and if you know, subscribe so that you will know that it's coming up. But if not, that's okay. Cool. So if you like this video, do consider liking and subscribing. That would really help me, you know, grow my channel, and that would be super awesome. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed and liked my videos. I truly appreciate that. I get so filled with happiness when you do that. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much joy and fun, and just thank you. Have a super wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello, group 2. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. You chose the beautiful little little blue pastel llama. I love it. Okay, so this week's energy is Storm warning. All right, we'll leave the oracle cards for a little bit later, so I will read to you what storm warning is. This card indicates potential difficulty either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. Caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with a calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulties, even the worst term passes. Always remember that you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. Your affirmation for this week is, I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what is going on, I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. Super important. I love that. It's a really good affirmation, even if you're not having a storm warning right now. It's just good to have. All right, let's see. So let's see what is actually happening during this week. All right, let's see what's happening on Monday. Oh, okay. I see. All right, we have two cards that want to come out. Ooh. So we have this one. All right, and the King of Swords. All right. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's working hard on Monday. You're working diligently, like something that you like, but you're working hard towards it. And then you also have the King of Swords. So it's having this energy of really just focusing. So much focus here. It's like really intent and direct focus. Not so much emotional, like you're just getting it done. That's what it feels like. There's no like real emotion to it. Although usually the Eight of Pentacles, there is joy to your working. It's just more, it's like you're super duper focused. On Tuesday we have the Ace of Cups, which is good. This is like a beginning. This is like, just even looking at it, it's like something like a gift that is going to help, that makes you feel very emotionally fulfilled. That's a really important thing. So it's like a gift that was unexpected, something you didn't expect. It could even be from like it could be as simple as a compliment that just really lifts you up. It could be much more of like somebody actually telling you how they feel about you, that you've been wanting to hear, or something like along those lines. It's something that's going to make you feel super emotionally happy, and just it's not something you expect. Here we have on Wednesday we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is like you are kind of standing your ground. You're kind of like, you're like, you know what you're defending right here. It's like you know what you have to do, and you're defending it so that nothing gets in your way of it. So there is that stance of like, yes, there's a battle right there, like something that you I definitely want to say that it's not, maybe it's emotional, but it's also like something creative, and now you're defending it on Wednesday. Okay, on Thursday we have Justice. Okay, so there is a trying to find like there's some sort of balance in here. It's very important. There is like here there's a sense of like something was off balance before, and it's trying to gain balance again on Thursday. Oh, we have Friday. We have the Two of Cups. So there could be like here. There's like very much potential for like new love coming in. That's interesting because there is, here we have, you see how there's like, there's the two, usually is Two of Cups is like love, sharing of cups. Could also be that there is a balance here again within yourself too, that you gain balance in it on, so that's on Saturday would be, right? And Saturday we are going to have the Page of Cups. Again, there's a lot of water energy. You might be a water sign, a Pisces like me, or a Scorpio or a Cancer, but there seems like so much water energy. So here, Page of Cups, again, it's like, it's a young energy. It's of learning. It's of learning, kind of like, I want to say like a kind of new at love, new at life in a sense, and it's like, but having a lot of creativity. They're usually like very artistic. So it could be something that you're beginning to do that's like, that has to do with like creative endeavors. And then we have, okay, so here's where we have the storm. So on Sunday we have a little bit of a storm there. And that's like feeling So that's the Nine of Swords, and I actually like this Nine of Swords, and not because it actually does a really good job of what a Nine of Swords is. So Nine of Swords, it's a lot of mental overwhelmment. So it's kind of like closing off yourself to like the beauty that is around there, and just feeling kind of like sad, like not because of like, it's just more mental. So I like the fact that there's like the little monster in the back. This is the manga tower, just in case you want to know. But so there's like the little monster. So really, it's like it's more internal. I would say like it's more of a like um, sometimes like feeling overwhelmed, and it just kind of leads you to being feeling a bit depressed. So that's the thing, but it's mostly in your head. What it means is like it's like maybe like, oh, you thinking about things until it gets so big, like that it just feels overwhelming to you. But it's really your thoughts that make it grow. So that's interesting, because overall, I have to say, I was like, oh, this is a really beautiful spread. So let's see, why is it that we feel overwhelmed? Why is like Nine of Swords there? Like, why are we feeling overwhelmed? This group two feeling overwhelmed. Oh, okay. Okay, so it seems like there is a lot for like there is a lot of so you're trying to have this. Oh, and okay, that makes sense too. All right, so but sorry, there's just like two cards that make sense. So there's like it's a lot of five energy this week, for group one and group two. So we have this. So sadness here, again, like the Five of Cups, like seeing not being blinded to the potential here of the Two of Cups, just focusing on, usually I say like past, always focusing on like things that you think were mistakes, or like past focus here. And here we have the Five of Wands, which is having like, so there is a victory here, but it's just like you have to like kind of battle it out with others. So there's like conflict is what it is, like with other people. Usually I think possibly people that you care about and love, like it could be like squabbles that just feel overwhelming to you on Saturday. It's interesting. Let's see what we have in terms of like, I've been using the tea leaf fortune cards because they're super specific, and I thought at least, I don't know, some of them are really good in terms of like coming. So like money will be coming to you, so that's important. I think there is like money coming to you just because you have you've been working really steadily. And then we have the frying pan, trouble and accusations. So yeah, so this is part of the storm. Again though, like the storm is a 10-2. It's like an ending in a sense. It's just like things have been building up in you, and I think that storm needs to just clear it out. Like this like Five of Cups over here, and this Five of Wands hasn't been just like, this doesn't show up. It's been building up. So I think this Nine of Swords is like leading you towards kind of releasing them, and that's what the storm is there for. So trouble and accusations are coming. So frying pan. So just, yeah. Then we have pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Again, there's like a lot of cautioning. It's like, oh, this is like a lot of caution. This is like love and romance, but it's also to me family and stuff. So it's important. So just, yeah, just keep on lookout. But really just really want to say, just stay also focused on like there is good stuff coming your way. We have the Ace of Cups here. We have the Two of Cups. There is just, I feel like there's a little imbalance in you right now, and that's why things are going to feel a little bit overwhelming towards the end of the week. But there is like a lot of like energy that seems very, to me, it's like it's a really nice spread. So it's overall, to me, it seems really good. If you have like a feeling of overwhelming, it's like from, I think, past focus. Yeah, I don't think it's like current focus, but more past focus, more like thinking back on things that you wish could have been different. So yeah. And I'm using my new like oracle, so the Whimsical Oracle. So yeah, balance is really important. That actually makes sense. Like there is like the justice. There is like here. It's like there's a balance that you're off kilter. I think it has to do with these two, because you're really focused on work, and in a sense, like with the King of Swords, you're so focused that you're not really letting yourself feel your emotions, in a sense. And I think that that's part of like why you're gonna have a little bit of feeling all your emotions on Sunday, because it's like when you put off feeling your emotions and you're so focused on it, they kind of build up. So the storm is just to like clear them of you. And then we have start now. So I feel like you are starting now. You are definitely starting doing everything that you want to do. So you are starting towards where you want to go. So that's really like that's a really nice like the storm warning is there, but it's, I think it was more emotional than it is anything else. So here, let's do the divination dice. So we have T, G, A, X, O. Interesting. So maybe something, when I see the X, I sometimes think like something to do with your ex. So we have one is important, July is important, as is Virgo. Pisces. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, if you're a Pisces, totally understand. Okay, that makes so much sense with the heart, like with the little broken heart. So it could be some like past hurt. I always think of like past hurt because of the X in this. So you are learning, you're teaching and you're learning right now. That has to do with the Page of Cups. So you spend time doing your hobby, on like especially when you're feeling overwhelmed, like spend time with doing your hobby. And then we have spring, so that's, again, the spring is like you're right now the season of like, not right now, but in general, like cultivating, planting your dreams and working towards them. That's what it really is. And we have April, which is also interesting there. Well, if you have a question to something, the answer is yes with a strong exclamation point. And then we have cloudy. So cloudy is your overall weather forecast. So it's interesting because the cloudy here is, well, there's no actual storm. It's just cloudy. It's just like, based on this, is telling me that these things are really just going to pass, like that it may feel overwhelmed right now, like especially this Sunday, like when you get that Nine of Swords there, but it's things that will pass soon, that they're just like floating away. So it's not even, I don't think it's like a storm warning that's gonna, it's like when you have that hurricane warning, but instead of having a like that, you may get just a slight tropical storm, is what I would say. And then we have the tree. So yeah, the tree, you're focusing, the plants aren't there yet, but you just keep, tending to them. The fruits aren't fully there yet, but it's coming. And let's do your little pins. I like to do these guys separate. These guys, oh, okay. We have, oh, okay, you're kind of feeling like you're hiding. Oh, that's funny. And then we have, oh, eat fresh fruit. Yeah, okay, so that's a little bit of eat your fruit. So it's important. So eat your fruit is an important thing that's happening this week, especially. Maybe that will help you too. And you're kind of in hiding. You feel like, to whenever I see this, it's like to me a little bit of a hermit energy. Like you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with anything. You just kind of want to hide a little bit. Totally understand that. And I'm there with you always. Let's see what charms have to say. Sprinkle of charms. Ooh. All right. Okay, so sprinkle of charms again. Here we have death. So this is like an ending. I really feel like there's an ending, and that's the storm that I do it. So made with love. Everything you do, make it with love. And here's another letter. So S is important. So S also, oh, sorry, backwards S. So S is important. We also have the fairy tale castle. So that's important. So like, allow yourself to dream about this love, because I think it has a lot to do with love and love coming into your life. Yeah. Then here we have this guy, which lets me know that somebody really cares about you and really wants to like take care of you. Like this is a very nurturing, the seahorse is a very nurturing energy. So we have the Pegasus, which again, you are flying, you are on course towards you want to be. We have the sun, so there is a lot of fulfillment. We have the star, so hope is there again for you, hope and wish coming true. And here is, I think that's the thing that is interesting. Before we do that, we do butterfly transformation and love, always love. Yeah, it's important. So here is, I think, the core of the storm. It's like you're really kind of putting blocks for yourself. You just you versus you and me versus me. So it's like, oh, so you're always kind of throwing stuff on your way, not intentionally, of course, but it's just that you're just focusing too much on, I think, mistakes is really what I'm seeing. Like past mistakes, you're focusing them, bringing them up again. Past mistakes are, for us, they weren't really, like, mistakes aren't really mistakes in terms of that. They're just things that we do so that we learn and we grow. If you think about it that way, I think you'll feel a lot better. And really do think that that's true. I feel like allow yourself to have the fairy tale ending that you so want. Allow yourself to believe in it. Seems like that's really something. And you do have the key. And here with this little, since it's the pink stone, I think it has to do with love. You have the key for love. And very importantly, I think it's like self-love is super important right now. Okay, so let's do what your self-care for this week is sing. So singing is actually coming up a lot in terms of like just songs and sung notes. So I think it's like really just, you know, when you sing a song and you get really excited, or maybe that's just me, when you just kind of sing a song and you sing along and you just kind of go like, yeah. So that's the kind of singing I want. So tune up your, like, you know, put on your favorite song and just sing yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed on Sunday, just, I think that's the best time to do it. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, just tune up your music, just put it on, sing along with it, and get out of that funk. Okay, I think that is it for you, group 2. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm great. I'm like, you know, hoping to grow my channel. I'm very excited about it. And I just want to send you lots of love, lots of light, lots of fun, lots of joy. Oh my God, so much joy. And just, oh, so much positive energy so that all your storms just kind of dissipate into little clouds. So thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, group 2. Hello, group 3. Let's find out what's happening with you this week. You chose the beautiful little yellow llama. Okay, so let's find out what we actually, just for you, we have 3 different energy cards. So maybe lots of people are going to choose this pile, or in general, it's just there's going to be a lot of different energies this week for you. So I will read to you what these guys are so that you can, and we have affirmations, which I actually love this. Okay, when this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be casual connections of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make such a new connection and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you in notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliance your way. Like the happy family card, this could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. Affirmation: I open my life to the wonderful people around me. I am making strong and beneficial connections with both my personal and professional life. This actually also came out last week, so I think this is an important energy, possibly, for everybody. Okay, so here is patience. So patience is, when this card is upright, it is telling you to relax and let go of a single-minded desperation that has been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come true. This is really, I like that one a lot. Affirmations. I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. I'm like, that should be my affirmation for the week too, because that sounds really lovely. Okay, so we have the woman holding a heart. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help you with issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. Could also portend to a new love, interest, or friend coming your way. Affirmation. I am emotionally calm and peaceful. I attract healthy and stable people to me. Oh, that's always good. All right, so now let's find out what kind of what's happening to you this week using tarot cards. Okay, so Monday feeling. Okay, we have interesting. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the moon. So it's like you're feeling. This is interesting. So you feel like, in a sense, like backstab, but it also just feels like you're kind of you have so many things happening at once that I think you're feeling quite overwhelmed. It's like the burden, like a 10 of wands would be, but this one is actually an emotional burden, and worries. It really does that. The moon is letting me know that well, we do have like a new moon coming, but that's on Tuesday. But the moon is like something that's hidden is like it's like it feels even more so like because something is hidden there. Like you don't know the actual circumstances. You're trying to figure them out, but there's more to the situation than you're aware of. That's important. Okay, so we have the 10 of, there's a lot of 10s. So, but don't worry, because this is like an ending card. So this is like the cycle is ending to feel this. It might be because there's something comes to light that you didn't know, and it actually clears this up. So we have the 10 of Pentacles on Tuesday. 10 of Pentacles is like feeling very fulfilled again, like, but it's like having that stability, feeling good, spending time with family, or like loved ones. That's like seems to be that's an important thing. On Wednesday we have lovers. So lovers, it could be that there's an actual somebody coming into your life. Could be the woman holding the heart. Of course, I made the llama fall down. It could be the all right, we're just gonna leave her there. It could be the woman holding the heart, that there could be a love coming in through there. It could also be that there is a choice for you. So there is that. So that's Wednesday. The overall energy of, merriment. Yes. Thursday. This is also, that goes with the community. So we have like friendships, a lot of friendships, like hanging out with like all your friends and kind of celebrating, having fun. Seems like that's what a Thursday is. Might be a celebration of some kind. So yeah, then you might actually be having a party or something. Okay, the Empress is, so this is on Friday. We have the Empress. So the Empress is, again, it could also again be with the woman holding a heart. So Empress is, she usually represents like that intuition, that like that giving, the sense of like feeling very, it's like she does everything emotionally. So what guides her are her emotions, versus like, let's say, the Emperor, who's more logical, who like is guided by logic. Here's the Empress is here more towards, she's more emotional, she's more like, that's what she guides her. I feel like there is a lot of emotions here. There's a lot of emotions. So this is like, that makes sense that would be what would happen on Friday. So you have that. It's like a culmination. And also it's like feeling, I would say, like she very well established. Like you're feeling good here. So that's Friday. Let's do Saturday. Saturday we have, okay, you're walking away from something that you're moving towards something different, something that is like that has something to do with like being a little brokenhearted about something, which is like interesting. So you are walking away from the moon. It's really like here you have a lot of moon energy. So something that was hidden, that over here, is going to come back here, and you're walking away from it because there's a lot of like feeling of pain, brokenheartedness. It's interesting because like here we have the Lovers, family. So there's like so much different things. So a lot of things happen to you. And then we have on Sunday the Hermit card. So there you're taking time, and here's the bottom of the deck is the Star. So it's hope. So there is this hope, but here you're taking time out at Sunday to just kind of go inward and just really reevaluate things. Like really look at the life. I think it has a lot to do with the moon energy here. That's so interesting. So I feel like you go through ups and downs. So Monday we have this, yeah, so like again, like an ending, a feeling of overwhelming, something it's hidden. Maybe it comes out on Saturday, and that might be what hurts you a little bit. 'Cause there is that like moon, something's hidden that needs to be come out into the light. It seems like very important. But again, community is important here. It's very important, especially here. We have the lady with the heart, could be love here. So it seems like the Empress is here too. So somebody maybe like a mom's giving you like some motherly advice. So here. Patience. Seems to me like, yeah, maybe that's the walking away from it. Like allowing yourself to see more choices than are available. I think that's where you go into the Hermit. Okay, so I'm using the tea leaf fortune cards because I really like them. So we have basket, recognition and rewards for your merit. So there could be a celebration because of that. And we have victory. Victory in some endeavor. So that's a V and victory. It's a really interesting. It also could be 5. So V's and Roman numeral. Okay, so we have here, we have worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. So that's the love. So maybe even though it's here, it hasn't fully. So even though maybe you have the Lovers there, it hasn't fully come to fruition is what I want to say. Like it's still in the beginning. It still might just be that you're connected but not together. Okay, so I'm also using my Whimsical Oracle that I used, and we have like here we have build with the sun here, and we also have endless possibilities, which actually makes perfect sense with the patience card. So endless possibilities is like allow yourself to see more than allow yourself to see more possibilities because they really are infinite. And again, building. I think building is important. I feel like you right now is the perfect time to build a solid foundation. Go internally and find out what it is that really is important to you. I really want to say that that's like something that is worth noting. So build. But the fact that we have the sun there, it makes me feel like yes, there is so it's like build the castle, build the life that you want, but you have like start building it because there's good things up ahead. All right, so we have Virgo, we have 6, we have Aquarius, we have V, which again just accentuates that there is a victory coming your way. We have Q, we have I, C. Oh, you're in this, yeah, so again, build. You're in the planting stages. Planting stages is important. So if you're in the planting stages, there are so many, oh, and I love that this is also the 8. So in its possibilities, you're going to walk away from something that you thought was like, was what would fulfill you, but because there are other possibilities out there. It may feel sad, but there are like even better things happening coming into your life. So again, beginning stages of love. I don't think that it's like fully there. Oh, we have the, so a hurricane of emotions. It's really interesting. So yeah, this weather is like, you're just gonna, I really do feel like that for you. You're just gonna go, it's a whirlwind of emotions this week for you. We have November, that's important. We have, okay, so if you have a question, it is not known yet. There is no answer yet. You should spend time doing your hobby. February is also important. Oh, take care of your health. It's like a little reminder. Take care of your health, especially because you're going to have a whirlwind of emotions, and that can just lead us to be feeling like a bit overwhelmed and just like not like, that's not the good. So the first letter of your name is also included there, and the summer. So I think it is time for enjoyment. I really think that that's the kind of like, like it's time to enjoy things. Like give yourself time to enjoy things. I really like it's time when you spend time doing outdoor stuff and just, oh, here we have we have actually several. We have 3, which is interesting. Okay, so we have the little hedgehog, which means to me, I think is definitely you. Maybe you were hurt in the past, and it definitely has this feel of the 10 of Swords. Hurt in the past, which made you kind of feel like you're kind of on the defense. Like you're you're like, oh, worried that somebody's going to hurt you. So you kind of put up the little barriers or little prickles around your heart. But that's not that good right now in terms like, yes, self-defense is okay, but it's because there is like coming soon is there is somebody coming soon that's going to balance you out, the yin and yang. So it's like somebody who like loves you. So we have here the little cactus, and I've been taking this as bloom where you're planted, and also to make sure that you take care of yourself, like pour yourself water and stuff, like take care of yourself in that regard. Let's do a sprinkle of charms. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's find out. Awesome. Oh, we have photographs. I wonder if your hobby is to take pictures. Are you like a person who takes pictures? Oh, again, here. See, like, it's the kind of feeling like you're kind of covering yourself, your finger up, because you don't want to be poked anymore. But I really feel like there's a thing of like allowing coming through. It's like trust that things are working. Like trust that if you open your heart again, there's new possibilities that are even better than the ones that you had thought were it. You have the turtle, so slow pace, moving forward but slowly. You have the Floraris, and it's like to me it's always like being dignified, being like very like, it's also good. It's, they used to say this is the Trinity too. But it's also like, to me, it's always just being dignified, being knowing what it is that you, just being yourself. So, like not letting things perturb you, but always being like this very, dealing with everything in a very, I guess I was going to say cool manner. I will. Yes, you will. You are moving towards everything you want. And yes, angels are watching over you. Here, this guy came out. And the other one too. So here's the key. So the fact that these are pink, I would say you have the key to opening your own heart. Yeah. It's like it always, to me, the light is like self-love right there. So you have the key for self-love, to open your own heart, to love yourself. And we have the elephant, which is like again, slow and steady, but also very family oriented. There's a lot of like family gatherings here too in your reading. Okay, and then let's do so sweet treats is for your, so give yourself sweet treats, maybe make them yourself, baking, if you're like baking, like I like to bake too. Just make yourself sweet treats, and that is the self-care for the week. There's a lot of cooking this week. I love it. Okay, so that is it for you, group 3. I hope this reading helped. I hope that all these wonderful things happen. And if you did like it, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps my channel grow. I get so excited when I get a new subscriber, when I get any comments. I'm like, oh my god. So I do appreciate them. So thanks again. I hope you have like all these wonderful things. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of happiness, lots of joy, lots of fun, lots of clarity. And have a wonderful day. Bye bye, group 3.